Welcome in. Just waiting for some people to show up. Just kind of playing around with some stuff here again with my candle stuff. Candle stuff, candle stuff. Welcome in, guys. Hello, Helen. How are you, honey? Thank you for coming in. Just up here messing with my candle stuff again. Just thought I'd come live for a little bit and yak with everybody. How's your day going, honey? My day's been a little bit slow today. Thank goodness, finally. I am doing wonderful. Had kind of a rough day yesterday. Wasn't feeling very well, but doing a lot better today. So, Special Creation. How are you, love? Good to have you in here. Good to have you in here. Just gonna kind of mess with my candle stuff again. I think the last time I did the red lava citrus candles, and those turned out absolutely wonderful. And I kind of had a request for the, we're just going to use up the rest of this, the vanilla caramel spice. Somebody requested that one, so yeah. Grateful, Helen says, I'm grateful and blessed. Was about to close my eyes, then I saw your pop-up. Oh, thank you, darling, for coming in. I love your accent. I have an accent? Wow. I guess when you are used to how you talk, you don't see it as having an accent. I don't know. I've always loved accents from other places, so, you know, I guess other places could hear accents from us too, so I don't know. Compared to your British accent, I love British accents. Yes. Oh, let's see. How do you pronounce that? Mheni? Manny, is that how you pronounce that? I'm sorry, I am like really bad at pronouncing names. Some of them, if they're like way out there, I'm like, I don't even attempt it, just so I don't, yeah. I don't want to sound bad to somebody. Special congratulations on your verification. Wow, road to go button. Keep going. I am working on... Are you talking to me or to somebody else? Hello, Onik. How are you, honey? It is so good to have you guys in here. Just kind of messing with my candle stuff, kind of playing around. A lot of this stuff it's still kind of a hit and miss thing, just playing around with it. So, just trying to learn. I finally got a book the other day where hopefully I can learn a little bit more with stuff. So, yeah. I'll need to go back to doing my resin stuff here before too awful long. So, oh, you like my earrings? That was one of my gifts from my husband for Valentine's Day. Yeah. He got me that, and he got me several rings. There's a few people that I've sent pictures to, but I actually collect rings. I have a box that I have specifically for my rings. And usually when my husband and I go to a new store, or we go to a thrift shop somewhere, a new place, we always look for rings, and I love ones that look very unusual, something different. Some of them can be very plain. Some of them are a little on the fancy side. But yeah, I should probably put a picture of them on my community page. Still trying to figure out how the community page thing works. But I should probably put a picture of my ring box on there so you guys can see. There's probably, I'd say probably a good 30 to 40 different rings on my in my box. Try vlog, Sun Unlimited. Does that work? So, but yeah, it's just, we're always getting each other things like that. He's a big Harley guy, and of course music. So, usually when I get him something, I usually try to stick with things like that, or even t-shirts. He likes t-shirts with funny sayings on them. So let's see. Zagros, are you buffering? Am I buffering? Or am I doing okay? Just kind of waiting for my wax to melt here. I came across these. I thought they would be so cute. You don't see any buffer. Okay. I know they're small for candles, but I just thought they were like really super cute. They have red, white, and blue. Coming from America, you know, we like our red, white, and blue. So they're just little metal buckets. I thought they would make very cute little candles. And then of course I've got little bags to put them in so they don't dry out. So I like those. And then I also got, I'm kind of hoping these turn out okay. I got these through Temu, and they're supposed to make round. They're supposed to be for ice cubes. And I'm going to try it with the candle wax, because I have seen really, really adorable candles that they put, the person trolling, official, if you want to be in here, this is your one and only warning. Don't be trolling. This is only time I'm going to warn. Let's see. Special creation, I just made you a moderator, honey. If I don't catch it, you can catch it for me if you want to, if that's okay. I usually end up with at least one troll. It is what it is. Where's my Helen at? Let's see. See if I can go back here and find Helen. Oh, let's see. We'll put, Onik, I made you moderator as well. And Helen. You guys can kind of keep an eye on things for me. Sometimes I get busy gabbing instead of reading all the comments that come in, and I'm sorry for that. Not trying to ignore anybody by any means. So let's see where we're at temperature-wise. I love having you people on here. Onik, I didn't block you, honey. I made you moderator. Come and keep these people in check for me. Now, like I said, I think I said the last time, the very first time I was doing the candles, eventually I want to learn how to whip my candle wax, and then you can put it on top of, like, you can make a brown candle in a coffee mug and then put your whip on there just like you would on a cake or something like that, you know, and it looks really cool. But I am trying to find a used hand mixer, and some of our thrift stores are just as expensive as if you would go and buy a brand new one, which to me is absolutely ridiculous, because if it's something new or used, why would I want to pay the same price for something, you know? I want something used to be cheaper than something that's brand new. To me, that makes sense. So, can you get it to look like sand in the candle? I'll have to check on that one. I've literally seen people, another thing I'd eventually like to try is I see people use containers, clear glass containers, and they will put water. They'll put like sand and colored rocks or seashells, something like that, down in the bottom of it, and you put it up, fill it up with water, leave, you know, an inch or two at the top, and Harbo Nip, it's good to have you in here, and you're from Germany. Good to have you in here. But then they put like an inch or two of candle wax on the top of it, and then, you know, the bottom, the stuff that's in the water kind of floats around and stuff. It's really neat. I love it. But of course, you know, once it gets down through the candle wax, it just goes out, because then it's in water. So, how old am I? I am 55 and a half years old. How old did you think I was? Now, of course, you know, there's people that are telling me you got to be really careful what containers you use, because some of them are better if they're just candles for looks. So, no, I live in Germany but born in Chicago. Okay. Do you speak German? My family is German. That's where my heritage is from, is Germany. Um, Onique, are you asking me how old I am? If that's what you're asking, I'm 55 and a half years old. How old did you think I was? You're 30. I have 5 children older than you, sweetheart. Yes. I think I only have one stepchild that is younger than you. All the rest of them are older than you. Hello, Chuck. Good to have you in here, honey. How are you doing? I've kind of ran into you several different places today. I'm trying to, I melted my wax, and right now I'm trying to let it cool off a little bit. When you add your scent, which is oil, today we're using the vanilla caramel spice. When you add your scent, you don't want it temperature-wise, you want to have it about 170. Not much more than that. You don't want it lower than 160, I think I was told, because it won't bind to the candle wax. But you don't want it over, I think 180 is the highest, because then it will like literally burn off the smell too fast, and then you'll basically have a scentless candle. So just trying to get it to cool back down a little bit. Trying German snacks and South Korean treats. I'll tell you what, I'm glad you went back and watched that. The German snacks were not as bad as the South Korean treats, and I don't mean to offend anybody. The German drink that we had, it literally tasted like a watered down beer from what we have here. And then some of the other stuff was a little, it was a little questionable. But the drink from South Korea was literally like drinking pine cleaner, what we use to clean our houses with. So that was really bad. that was really bad. So we weren't big fans of the South Korea drink. Okay, guys, I'm getting cooled down here. Now, I need somebody to give me a color, since we are doing the vanilla caramel spice. What color should I go with? Damn pine cleaner, tell me about it. It literally tasted like something we used to clean our homes with, and it was bad. I'm making candles, and that is the scent we're going for today is the vanilla caramel spice, but I need somebody to give me a color. What color do you want it to be? Just open for suggestions. Yeah, when we opened that drink from South Korea, we were like, just the smell alone was, I was debating on whether to taste it because I don't know. I don't know that I trusted it too much. This last one that we did was very, very good. We enjoyed just about every single one of them. I think there was just one that was kind of questionable. But, you know, it's all a matter of taste. Usually, and my daughters laugh at me for it, usually my face will tell you what I think about something before I give an opinion on the actual taste of it. So, I don't know. Stick with your theme, red, white, and blue. Well, that might be a good idea. You notice that? Yeah, yeah. I've always been like that. I can, you know, I think some people say, oh, that was really good, you know, but your face is saying something completely different. I'm not one to lie about something, you know. If I have an opinion on something, it's going to be pretty much exactly what I think of it. Off-white for vanilla. Eyes closed, ears listening. That's fine, dear Helen. If you need to sleep, honey, you sleep. That is perfectly fine. And we have reached between 170 and 180. So we are going to go ahead and add our scent. Yeah, and I'm still kind of learning about adding scents and how much and all that kind of good, happy stuff too. So, some people probably tell me I'm not adding enough, and some people would probably tell me I'm adding too much. I don't know. It is what it is, so I guess we just kind of go with it. Okay, let's see. Somebody said stick with the red, white, and blue. Somebody else said a cream color. Okay, oh, that's purple. Yellow, green, dark blue, bright yellow, violet. There's brown. Your hair looks so nice. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. Okay, we're going to, let's see, we're going to put a little bit of our wax in this container. And we will do a tan color because I do have a mold over here, and it looks like little coffee beans, which I do want to use for something. So probably shouldn't have put quite that many in it, but it's in there now, so it is what it is. Oh, guys, this smells so good. It already smells like a nice hot cup of coffee. It smells wonderful. Mental reminder of vanilla. Yeah, this smells like a nice hot cup of coffee. It just smells divine right now. But I need to, where did I put, there it is. I need to find my thingy here, and I need to test my color. That's pretty close. Let me add just a hair. Well, get off my arm. Where'd my brown go? I just laid it there. Black. I am terrible at misplacing things. There it is. Got it. Now I did also get my clear gel wax, so whenever I get around to using that, that's going to be fun. But I was saying, my brain gets sidetracked very easily. Sorry about that. But the round candles here, I am wanting to do some of those, just your basic white candle wax. And then once it is set, then you put it in a container, a little bit bigger container, and you've put about half full of the clear gel wax, and then you put the round candle down in the center of it, and it looks really, really neat. I just fell in love with it. It's just the cutest thing ever. So we're gonna give that a try too. Let's see if we got, see where we are with our color here. Oh, can you see that? This is the second one I put on. That's a lot darker. That's more like I want it. Okay. Let's see. Now we have to do this very, very carefully, because this is like teeny tiny. We're just going to kind of drip this in here. It so smells like a nice hot cup of coffee. Oh, I am like, if anybody knows me, I am a major coffee fanatic. Yeah, I absolutely love coffee. That's why one of the first things my husband ever put in our home when we got together was a coffee bar. Not only because we both love coffee so much, but people are considerably safer after I've had a few cups of coffee in the morning. Yeah. All right, Special K, you go ahead, do what you need to do, sweetheart. Thank you for being on here. Helen, you get some rest if you need to, love. That is perfectly fine. But yes, I am a coffee fanatic, and I am also one of those people that I am a lot safer after I've had several cups of coffee. Yes. Mrs. G, hello, love. How are you, darling? I'm going to put you as a moderator as well, darling. How are you doing today, love? It's good to have you in here, honey. Just kind of messing around with my candle stuff here. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they kind of put in the bid for the vanilla caramel spice. So that is what we are doing today. Right now I'm actually just making some coffee beans and just little tiny things that I have. Okay, there, and gotta give those a little while to set up. And I know hearts are not usually brown, but we are going to do a few hearts simply because they just smell so doggone good. Yeah. So I can just see me putting them in something. See how many of these we can get with this brown. The first one I've already way overfilled already. And there's another one. You do want to try to fill it to the top and maybe get it to bubble up just a hair over what you fill it. Hello, Judith. How are you, darling? Welcome in. You want to try to get it to the top, get it to bubble over a little bit, because once the candle wax does set up, it tends to kind of shrink a little bit, I guess. So if you can get it to kind of bubble at the top just a little bit. My hands tend to shake sometimes, especially since that accident that I had a few months ago. It tends to affect my nervous system a little bit. So I kind of get that little bit of shakiness once in a while. So it kind of is what it is. And just have to kind of play with things a little bit. Oh, we're getting there. Almost got it all used. Where are we at? Love your crafts, Melissa. Thank you very much, honey. I really appreciate you guys coming in and watching. It's not the easiest thing in the world to sit and read your comments and stuff when you're doing stuff like this. So, you know, I hope you guys kind of hang in there with me. And if you have other things you need to do, that is understandable. That is, that's the way life goes. And, you know, just know that I really appreciate whoever shows up here and kind of watches for a while. It means a lot to me. Me and my experimenting on things. I think I'm kind of getting towards the end of candle wax here. My last few little drippy drips. There we go. And the brown is all gone. Now I have to take it and clean it out. But a lot of the things I am trying to find at thrift stores and stuff, because I really don't want to spend a lot of money on bowls and hand mixers, stuff like that, for something I'm using in here. Ola Joe, hello, love. It is so good to have you in here, darling. Don't forget to thumbs up, guys. I truly appreciate you being here. Judith, I'll make you a moderator there too, darling. But we're just kind of messing with the candle stuff a little bit today. Right now we have just some brown ones that I poured, and now let's see. I'm thinking I might want to actually just stick with the white with this, with the rest of this. If I'm going to be on for a while, I can actually melt more of the candle wax. That was kind of the last of that, but I can melt some more. Just takes a matter of minutes. See how steady my hands are with this. See if we can actually get this filled up here. Now, I should have done this first. Goofy me. Sorry guys, like I said, I am new at this, so just kind of bear with me. Bear with me, bear with me, please. We are actually going to get another one out, since I forgot to stick my candle wax, or my candle wick, forgot to stick it in there. We're going to put my candle wick in there, which this should help it stand up in the center. Yes, look at there. How about that? Pretty cool, huh? Now we're going to pour this one in there. All right. You know what? That was actually easier. Oh boy, I'm telling you. That was actually easier to pour in that little hole than what the bowl was. So we're going at it with that route. We're about half full, guys. See if we can get it filled up or not. I don't know if it will fill up or not. We're going to give it a shot, though. We got it to fill up, guys. How about that? It is full. So once that actually sets up, I'm gonna have to take these to the other room and actually let that gonna have to get these cleaned out, my containers. So yeah, we are, this one I can still use because I just used white. This one here, we'll see what it does. You know, it's just got a thin layer on it. I've always been one of those, I can just kind of finagle around things, you know, whatever. Do I have any tattoos? I have 2. Can you clap 3 times? I'm sure I can. Can I ask what the purpose is, though? Can I show what? My tattoos? I don't know that I can. They're on my back. Maybe this summer when I don't have this kind of shirt on, I'll show them. You might be able to see them, but yeah, it's not the easiest thing. They're more down here on my shoulders. Not gonna take my shirt off so you can see them. I have one on each shoulder. So maybe if you keep watching and you're here during the summertime when it warms up around here and I wear more sleeveless stuff, then I will show you the tattoos. But yeah, actually let me go grab my box of, can I ask why you want me to clap 3 times? What is the reason for it? There's 3 times. You want me to do it again? Okay. Does that make you happy? Okay, let me go grab my box of wax and I will be right back. Hang on, guys. Trusty little knife here. Got cutters all over the place. And this is a good hefty 10-pound box of wax. Can we make the sound together? How am I going to hear you though? I can make the sound for you, but then how am I going to hear you? Hello, Liz. Good to have you in here, darling. Yeah, that's only gonna happen in your dreams, sweetheart. Yeah. I made that sound for my husband last night. Does that help you any? It is good to have you in here, Liz. Thank you for coming, darling. Just kind of playing around with our wax stuff here. Let's see. Let me grab a cup here. There. This is a different kind of wax. The first wax that I used was just a regular soy wax. This is more of a, say, blended waxes. I knew what kind it was, and then my mind's drawing a blank. I know it's a soy wax, but it's mixed with something else. I remember it said something apricot. Let's see. Was it beeswax maybe? Oh, coconut. Coconut wax and soy wax is what blend this is. So, yeah. This is why you need several different containers, because when you mix different colors and different scents and things, it helps to have different containers to mix them in, obviously. Right. See if you guys can see if I can hold this up without messing it up, so you guys can see it. Can you see inside the circle there is already turning white where the wax is setting up? Yay! So that's kind of exciting. I know, I get excited over such weird things sometimes. Auntie is hiding behind the bushes. Well, she was here. I'm not sure she's still here or not, honey. And I am making candles today. Yes, I am. We'll put you as a moderator too, Liz. How long does what go, honey? Nature Lens Connect. How are you? Good to have you in here, honey. Good to have you in here. Like I said, you know, I'm just kind of playing around, messing with the wax stuff today. Nothing, not doing anything fancy. I did do some hearts for all those that just came in. I used the vanilla caramel spice scent, and I did some hearts. Some of them overflowed, but we can fix that. And then I also did some what will end up being coffee beans. So, and then I have some hearts and some berry looking things and flowers that I did last time. And the last time we used the red lava citrus scent. So yeah, right now we are just kind of melting this down. While we're waiting on that, I'm going to show you guys this. This is actually, now I've never used any of this before. Are you going to sell the candles? Yeah, that's my plan. Whenever they start their craft fairs and things like that in our town, I know people keep telling me maybe I should start selling things online, but everything that I have found so far, as far as selling stuff online, wherever you're selling it at, they want to charge you an arm and a leg to set up a page to sell things. And I'm not really interested in handing that money to somebody else when I can just set up a table at a craft fair or something like that until I really get things going and sell the stuff myself. But yeah, well, that's keeps going there. Let you guys see this. Now, like I said, I've never used the clear gel wax before, so that is going to probably be something that I try out off camera in case I really boo-boo something. But I've seen people melt this. See, it's just, you can actually see my hand through it. You see that? And then you just melt it. From what I understand, you just melt it just like you do candle wax. People use it to either make very clear candles. They do kind of half and half with their candle stuff. So I've seen some people add a little bit of color to that, not much. You want to keep it a little bit more clear. But then I've also seen people put it in a flatter container and make it just a little bit, maybe like a half an inch thick, and then cut it into, once it sets up, cut it into like ice cubes, what looks like ice cubes, and then put it in drinks or put it in cups along with colored wax, and it makes it literally look like a whiskey drink or a coffee, an iced coffee drink, something like that. Is it cold in my area? It had been cold, but yesterday it really started warming up. We had some really heavy fog yesterday and this morning. Hello, Tina. Welcome in, darling. Thank you for coming in. I am doing well. Thank you very much. I'm not really paying a lot of attention to the trolls, darling. I'm not really worried about the trolls. That's why I made you guys some moderators, so you kind of keep track of them all for me. And if you see people trolling, you guys know what moderators are for. So I don't mind them as long as they're not getting really horrible with people or anything like that. A little bit of goofiness is what it is. We just tend to ignore certain things like that. So I am doing very well. It is good to have you in here. We're just kind of working on candle stuff. Still just kind of experimenting. I melted my second batch of candle wax, and I turned the heat off now, and now we're just kind of waiting for it to cool back down. It's fun to sit here, sit here and watch it. It's kind of a back and forth thing. You got to heat it up to melt it, and then you have to get it back down to a certain temperature to be able to do anything with it. Because like I was telling people earlier, you can't put your scent in too hot, because then it will burn the scent off right away, and you will basically have a scentless candle. So you have to get it, from what I understand, you have to hit it with your scent oil somewhere between 170 and 180. You don't want it below 160, because then it won't bind with your candle wax. And then you kind of go with what color do you want. And as I was showing everybody earlier, I have these really cute little buckets. I thought were just red, white, and blue buckets. So my earrings, no, my earrings were a gift from my husband for Valentine's Day, along with a couple rings that there's this little store we have. I refer to it as kind of a little hippie store. Absolutely love it. In our town, it's called the Magic School Bus. And it's all things gypsy, hippie people, very eclectic things. Yeah, I love it. It's like one of my absolute favorite stores to go to. And he likes going in there on Mother's Day, my birthday, different things like that. Valentine's Day, obviously, because we did this one. And that is where he will go to get me rings, because I do have a very large ring collection. I have probably between 30 and 40 rings. Tea time. Hello, honey. Thank you for stopping in, darling. How are you doing today? It is good to have you in here. It is very good to have you in here, honey. Just waiting for our candle wax to hit a certain temperature here. I have to make sure I'm getting the temperature of the wax and not the bottom of the warmer. There we are. All right, guys. So let's see. I'm gonna stick with this one for now. The vanilla caramel spice, because that I don't have a cup of coffee up here with me, and I should have. I should have brought a cup of coffee up with me, and I didn't. So I am kind of like obsessing over this smell right now, because it smells incredible. But yeah, I should have brought a cup of coffee up with me. Now, somebody told me I should stick with the red, white, and blue theme for the little buckets. I might do that. That seems like a very good idea. And then I also got this. It's a mold, and I might actually cut this one because there's 6, but I don't know if you can see what it is. Like little handguns. I get some guys that are on here, and guys in my family. We like our little pew-pews. So some of them will be used for resin stuff, some of them will be used for candle stuff. So can't leave the guys out. Gotta hit the guys with stuff like this too. Guys tend to like stuff just as much as girls do sometimes, so we gotta remember that. Okay, I'm going to pour some of this in here since that was just white anyhow. Okay, so we're going to do just the regular blue. I think we're going to go ahead and do that one. Now they say when you put your color in, you should mix it for a good 2 minutes at least. That way you have everything thoroughly mixed in really good. Where are we at here? You guys are so awesome for being here. I really appreciate you guys coming in, just watching and kind of seeing what I'm doing here. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time, so I appreciate that you're willing to check it out. There we go. Let me see if we can get some of this brown off of here. Of course, you want to check your color. Can you see the blue? It's a little bit lighter than what I wanted, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the coloring here. I didn't figure that was going to be very dark because I didn't add that much to it. I don't want it a real dark blue. I don't want it darker than what it was, for sure. Thank you very much, honey. I appreciate it. I truly do appreciate it. Like I said, right now I'm just kind of experimenting with a lot of things and seeing what works and what doesn't. But like I said, the clear gel wax I will probably end up trying off camera, just so in case it looks absolutely horrible. See that one there compared to the first one? I don't know if you can see that. It's considerably darker. More along the lines of what I'm after, I think. So we're going to do the blue ones first, since that's what we have, the color we're using right now. Get all my blue ones out. They had these at the Goodwill store, and they come 3 in a pack. And so I think I got like 18 packs of, I think I bought all of them that they had there. Of course, people were looking at me a little bit funny. So, yeah, let's see. But they were only $1 a pack, so I spent $18 and ended up with 54 of the little buckets, which I thought was very cool for 54 tiny little candles like that. For $18, I guess you can't really beat that. I don't know how many of the blue I'm actually going to get out of this. Let's see where we're at here with filling these up first. Almost did it again, guys. Almost forgot to put my... You definitely want to make sure you get your candle wicks in the middle. And not off to the side, because then you're going to get a very uneven burn with your candles. Let's see, what are you making today? Just making little blue candles in these little buckets here. I thought they were very cute for just tiny little things. We're still just kind of experimenting with a lot of the candle stuff, so I thought, since I found these little buckets at the Goodwill store the other day for $1 a pack, and each pack has the 3 of the little buckets in it, I thought it was a very good idea to make very small candles out of them. So I know people buy tea light candles and things like that, so I know you can't really put these, I don't know, I guess you could just sit them along a shelf or something. I thought would be a little cool little idea. One more here hopefully before my wax starts setting up. I just about brought Kevin with me today, but I had a couple of the granddaughters over the other day, and it always wears him out whenever they are over. So I figured he'd be better off today if I just left him at home and left him rest. It usually, when I have the grandkids over, whether it's the boys or the girls, I usually try to give him a couple days rest time afterwards. It seems to really wear him out, because he is, even for such a tiny little guy, he is constantly on duty, so to speak, whenever the grandchildren are over. I only got 4 out of that, which is okay. We do have some more, so we can finish doing that. Add some more color. Add some more blue here. So this will probably be all I do today, since I'm coming up on an hour of being on now. I'm probably just gonna finish these up and probably get everything cleaned up then. I think I might have to heat this up a little bit more. It's not, I might have let it cool down just a bit too much. Pour that back in, let it heat back up just a little bit because I don't want it to get too hot. I don't want to burn my scent off. So just want to be very careful how warm we let it get. I just want it enough to where it kind of re-hits that melting spot just a little bit. Hello, be okay, darling. How are you, love? I am just kind of, I did the scent that you requested, darling. We've been doing the vanilla caramel spice scent today. Yum, yum. And it smells absolutely divine. It smells like a nice hot cup of coffee. It smells incredible. I am definitely enjoying doing this scent because it smells wonderful. I truly wish you were here and could smell it, honey, because you would absolutely love it. You would absolutely love it. Trying to get my wicks to stand up correctly here. The bad thing is they only gave me 2 of these little things here. That's what holds your wicks at the correct angle, so they stand up in the center. And I only have 2 of those. So now we have to figure out what to do with the other 2. Well, that works. You just gotta be inventive, I guess. Thank you very much. So, like I was telling everybody, I was doing, since we did the scent that you liked, we did some molds. They'll end up being little coffee beans for a candle. And then I also did some of the hearts in the caramel spice one. So those ought to turn out really nice. The colors worked perfect. I was showing everybody, I found these little buckets at the at the Goodwill store, red, white, and blue. And I figured those would be so cute for little candles. And I also did a very round, just a ball candle, which I want to do something with that in the clear gel wax, which is this big old blob of stuff here. That is candle wax. So, like I told everybody though, the first time I use that, I will probably do that off camera because I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no clue what it's going to look like, and I would prefer it not to make a humongous mess all over everything. So I'm better off if I do that one off camera to be more on the safe side. Now, I am not completely filling the, I'm only filling them about half to 3/4 full, a little over half full, simply because I haven't used this kind of wax before. This is a soy and coconut blend wax, and sometimes they can tend to well a little bit because they shrink. Here, be okay. Let's put you in there with everybody else. You are now a moderator. But yes, this is a soy and coconut mix wax. So I just need to kind of play with this one to see how well it turns out. And I do have this one yet. Now the last one, first time I did the candles, there you go. You tell them, be okay. You tell them. Keep them in line for me. The first candles that I did, the one that I did in the little tin turned out absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And so I was really excited about that. But that was just plain soy wax. So this is a soy wax and coconut wax blend. So we are actually going to try one just to see how the smell of this turns out and see if it wells up on me or not. Whenever I say wells up on me, what I'm basically meaning is once it starts to set, it tends to leave a little dip in around where the wick is. And if it does that, which they say soy wax has a tendency to do that. And so I'm kind of hoping with this being more of a soy and coconut blend, hopefully we won't get that well in there. But I mean, it's very easy to fix. If it does do that, it is very easy to fix those. You just take a heat gun and remelt the top of it, the very top of it, and it just fills all that back in. So yeah, so I think that one is actually setting up very well. Be okay. We're gonna have fun to see if this actually comes out of this. Because I have like 12, I think they sent me 12 of them, got them through Temu. And they are actually meant to make ice cubes in, round ice cubes. So we're trying our candle wax in them and see how that goes. Yeah. So that is really all I am going to do today, guys. So it was good having you in here, and I hope to catch you guys all again here soon. I will do another one and kind of give you a rundown and show you how everything turned out. Hopefully we got some hearts and coffee beans and buckets that look halfway decent. So, oh, thank you. That's one of the things Michael got me for Valentine's Day. Yeah. Along with a few rings in my ring box. Like I told him, I'll have to put a picture in my community page so you guys can see my ring box collection. I've got about 30 to 40 of them, roughly. that we collect from all kinds of different places. So, but yeah, it was all good to have you guys in here. Thank you guys for everybody that showed up. And hopefully I'll catch you again next time. So you guys have a great day, and you guys take care. See you later. I'm glad I caught you too. Thank you.